Alrighty, I sell stuff on eBay. Some of it comes from dumpster diving. Here is some of the items that I sold. This is a very cool LL Bean jacket that I sold right when fall was starting. It sold within a week for 55 bucks. And I get dangerously close to $1,000 worth of sold goods. We'll see where it lands. This was my favorite sale personally, just because I've had an eye out for this book and never found it. It's a first printing, and it doesn't say first printing. I almost sold this baby for 10 bucks, something, just to get rid of it, but it sold for 135 in less than a day. This is very cool. This was a bookmark in a book that I dumpster dived. It has all three dates stamped, so it was only worth like 8 bucks or so, but if there's only one date stamped, these things are worth $100. I guess everybody that goes to Disney World uses all their days, so it becomes a rare item if they're not stamped. Wacky, just wackiness. Alright, so this is a thermometer, a digital thermometer that's pretty fancy. The box was all banged up, so I sold it a little cheaper. I had it priced cheaper, stuck some batteries in it, tested it to make sure it worked, sold very quickly. This is a book that sells for over $100, like 140 or so. It's just rare. So I sold this one cheaper because it's all banged up and creased. Sold it for 70, took an offer. This is I don't know what this is. It's a singing straw. It was all in those pouches and everything. I still disclosed that it was used and I got it at a thrift store, which is technically true because I got it from a thrift store dumpster. Here's a book. Some of these lower ones, 5 bucks, I won't spend too long on. I thought the cover was cool though. I don't know this author or anything. This is a fancy edition of these Adidas night jogger shoes. Someone on YouTube actually emailed me and wanted the hookup. So because they live in Germany, they paid a fortune for shipping. I just listed it really high on here so no one else would buy it because I wanted to do the transaction through eBay. Oh, I flashed through that book. Who cares? I trash picked these. Someone put them in a freebie pile, and then they got tossed in the trash for when it was trash day rolled around and no one had taken them. People like New Balance. I grabbed them. This is for cheating at crossword puzzles, if that's what you're into. UFO book, pretty sweet. Cheapy. I got Nike shorts. We got this is a fast selling book. 14 bucks, not bad. It was in good shape too. They got a big and tall shirt, men's 2X. Poor big and tall people. Don't have stores to go to, they gotta buy stuff online. This got a ton of views. It's a fancy edition of Pumas. It didn't sell for a ton. It didn't have insoles, no box or anything, but they were in great shape. This is a ring battery. I just put untested, even though I was able to get it to light up. I just didn't know if it held a charge, but I haven't heard from the person, so. Island of Misfit Toys. I think this brand is Playing Mantis. And I got a bunch of messages from people that wanted to buy one individual one for their collection. I was just like, no, no. And I finally sold that lot for 30. This was untested for parts. I sold it. Didn't hear from the buyer, so it probably worked. I just didn't have the charger for it. Sold it a little cheap. Croc Charms. Looney Tunes patch. Easy to ship. Thought some people would want it. I could tell they did because I look at what's sold on eBay and they'll sell all the time. Harry Potter. Junk. Probably like 12 bucks I think the offer was. Got another offer here. I'll just say 20 on it. I'm not selling these again. People sell these Harry Potter books all the time, but that was like £10 for only 4 of them. That was a popular book. We got Thomas the Tank Engine. Only this one's Thomas the Tugboat Engine. Whatever. Cool whale fishing book. I sold this to a priest. I think it said like Reverend or something in their title. I bet they just buy cheap lots on eBay and give them out to parishioners or make a big library in some part of their church. Who knows? Very cool cover. Paperbacks do well sometimes. You gotta be on the lookout for certain ones. I only dumpster dived this top thing, lunch bag cookbook. And I just loaded them together to sell it faster. People like peanut stuff, does well. We got a camcorder, not tested. I got this at the end of an auction. I go to live auctions like an old man, and whatever doesn't sell, they just leave it out. You can grab it. It's great. I sold these very cheaply. I regretted listing this, and then just dumped them for like $3. I never heard of this brand, but this was sold quickly. Spiwak Golden Fleece. It had a hole in it, which I took a picture of. It had that gunk on it too. And then the buyer messaged me saying there was something wrong with it, but they were actually very cool about it. They're like, "Oh, I can fix it." I was like, "Thanks, you're cool." But why'd you message me? Next is, I don't know how I sold that. Cool trippy plant book. Oh yeah, I went back. Yeah, what am I doing? Oh, this is from like a big paper grocery bag full of sci-fi stuff that's the library tossed out. I got one of them was signed, not one of these, but was signed by Frederick Pohl. Kind of cool. Get that in the trash. Collectible. Got a Brooks running hat. Sold pretty quickly. I got a Play. Ayn Rand books I always sell. They sell quickly. People like to collect these or maybe read them. I don't know. Yeah, they're probably just reading it. A little bit rare. Did well, $20. Quick sale. And then next we have Victoria's Secret sweatpants that say pink on the bottom. This person left me feedback saying how much you like them. That was cool. They're just a crispy shape just on the top of the dumpster near clothing. Washed them, sold them. Books. And then at the end of this, because these are older sales, eBay doesn't keep the pictures the same. Oh, here's an AirPod that I found on the ground. One AirPod. Auctioned it, I think it was $10. And then I'll flip through these. We're kind of circling the drain here at the end. My Secret Life is a $14 book. Gender Trouble, I don't know, we'll say $5. This is a JFK book, it's 16. Why England Slept? I don't know what this one is, I'll just say 5. Inferno Dante, 5. Authentic Indian Mexican Recipes, 5. I think that was higher. Hegel books, a lot of 2, $5. Larry Niven, sci-fi paperbacks, a lot of 9. That definitely came from that grocery bag I was talking about. That was 20, and Nancy Drew was 20. Also, that was the first set of books I sold out of the dumpster. Not bad. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.